let's get into the next few big ones. We'll start off with Khary Adams, the elite 5-star caliber talent out of Loyola in the DMV area.
That is
we all talked about it is DMV. It is DMV area.
I'm from Virginia. That's the DMV right there.
That's what. Well, he's from. Okay, Loyola. What is it, Bakersfield or whatever?
Yeah, it's close. It's close enough.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, he committed Notre Dame. Notre Dame continues to put Penn State in a locker. Again, obviously, we talked about
so much damn pride in that. It's so funny.
Yeah. I want to say Ben was one that was a little skeptical about getting Khary.
I was very skeptical.
And now that we do land in Ben, what are your thoughts?
It's a great pickup. I definitely thought that the big thing with Khary was wherever Javion was going. That was my big thought. That maybe, and I kept hearing like, oh, well, he's got to go wherever Javion Osborne goes. And just realistically, getting to at least top 50, top 40. I think he's a top 40 player in the nation. It's very hard to do that all in one weekend. Like, this is a big weekend.
Yeah.
Just look at the way he plays and look at the teams that were offering to him. It just had a gut feeling like both of them was going to be extreme set stretch. And the more I kept hearing about how we're going to get O'Brien, the more I felt like, okay, maybe I'm drinking out of the wrong Kool-Aid glass here, but it just felt a little too crazy to get both the guys. But I'm glad we got them. They're both amazing ball players. I'm so glad. Like, even though I'm a person that says it's not official until they sign the piece of paper. It sounds a lot like both of these guys are here for the ride. It sounds like both of them are done with their recruitment.
Yeah, I haven't been this excited about a corner commitment since Christian Gray, and I think he plays right away as a freshman. I think it's going to be week 1. He comes in. He's not one of the starting 2, but he's rotating in, right? He's rotating in. He's playing week 1. That's how good of a talent he is, and it's going to be extremely important to continue the stretch that we have with Morrison, Moore, and having at least a young guy rotate in. That way we have an additional 2 years as a starter. We continue that pattern, but this is an elite get. This is a top 3 get in our class. By the time it's National Signing Day, he is going to be a top 3 player in the class. Obviously, I mean, without even looking at rankings. Like, this is a big get, especially with the duo, right? Getting one is a big get, but getting both, like Ben said, is a big deal. I was skeptical too. But, I'm happy about it. But I think that this is going to be an impact player right away. All
right, Notre Dame, and here, I'll give my thoughts really quick, and then we'll get into the comp. Elite level corner. I think he's going to be a 5-star by the end of the cycle. Regardless if he isn't, he's a 5-star caliber player to me. I know, and props to Sean. Sean's like, I feel like this was last week. You either get both or you don't get either, and we got both. We'll get into Joey in here in a little bit, but this kid is 6'3" as a corner, and he can play boundary, field, and slot. I don't know too many corners that are 6'3", have his speed, and can play all over the defensive backfield. And this is where I kind of get in my player comp. He is a taller, better version at a younger age of Cam Hart. Like, just his play style, the length, the arm size, the physicality he plays with, I get Cam Hart vibes. Now, obviously, Cam Hart took time to develop, but that's what I mean is, like, Khary, he's playing like Cam Hart in high school.
For a comparison for me, for a Notre Dame player, there isn't one. He's going to be, by the time he's done, we're going to compare to him. I don't think there really is a comparison to him in that way because, Cam Hart receiver switch, and then he was strictly pretty boundary. There's not a lot of Notre Dame defensive backs, specifically corners, that have been able to do what he can do. Notre Dame wise, I can't think of a comparison.
Ben, any comparison?
I can't Notre Dame, no. Other comparisons outside Notre Dame, there's a few that come off the top of my head. He's just, like we said, he's a guy we don't see that often. We don't see these types of kids that often. It's usually a 1 or 2 tool guy. He has 3 tools. We don't have that often at corner, if ever. The closest you can find is, you'd say, Cam Hart, but even then, I don't even know if there's anyone else.